save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well. And listen, this is an amazing make sure I got my knife ready. Turn of events. Yes, I just got done recording a video, and then I ran outside to go check my mail, and I received whatever the hell this thing is. Look at this thing. I have no idea what this is. Okay, and it says handle with care. Fragile thank you on it, and it comes from Yen Price from Katana Collectibles. I know what it is. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is, and it's stupid. It's a stupid unboxing. I'm gonna unbox it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not interesting. But that's okay, because I got another package over here that's gonna be. Well, you know what? I got excited until I saw where it came from, and now I'm confused on how to present this to you, or even how to explain it to you. Well, actually, I'll explain it while I'm trying to unbox it. I ordered for a ridiculous amount of money the Ozzy Osbourne. Wow, this is I can't. Ozzy Osbourne. What did he call it? Wow. What do you? Geez, I hate when this happens. I'm drawing a blank, and then I don't want to draw a blank because that stinks. So let me just go back to my thing here, my purchase history thing, so I can give you the proper name of what it is, and you can look at me and say, "Hey, idiot, you should have been prepared for this." But I didn't read what was on the package. I was like, "This is just a big package. Who sent me a big package?" My first thing went through my mind is I'm waiting for an autograph to come in. I'm like, maybe this is the autograph, and this guy just went above and beyond. But I ordered. Okay, it's coming. And Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, See You on the Other Side box set. I think it's 24 records in this big, gigantic box that's worth approximately right now on the secondary market thousands of dollars. No joke. I did not pay thousands of dollars for it, but it is going for thousands of dollars right now due to Ozzy's passing. And I purchased this, which was also kind of pricey, to protect it. So the plan is that when I got it, I want to figure out a way to protect it, because you if the thing's worth thousands of dollars, you want to protect it. Okay, you want to protect it, whatever. So this came from a company called Katana Collectibles, which I guess specializes in toys or toy displaying. And for some reason, they found it in their hearts to actually make a protector for the Ozzy Osbourne box set. And they're the only company that does it. They're the only company that you could find that will do it. I'm having a hard time opening this dang package up, and that's. I mean, it's beautiful that it's tough to open, but I don't want to cut. The thing is, it's a protector, kind of like a pop protector, like a big ass pop protector is what's in here. And you would think that I would be having like a easy time. I don't want to cut through it, because if you guys know pops and pop protectors, they're made out of like this plastic, and this is supposed to be made out of like a similar plastic. And it's going to go around this gigantic box set. And I will tell you that I mean, this goes to show you how much I want to protect this box set. I paid, I believe, $30 for this protector. So I'm like, okay, if I got now a box set that's worth close to $9,000, I want to make sure it's protected the best way I possibly can. I don't want to cut through this thing though. I'm having some difficulties here. So first of all, I'm gonna rate Katana's collectibles as crappy crappy way of sending your pack. I mean, maybe it's a good way. Maybe this is the best way to do it. But I can't even get in here. You know, this is, and I don't want to cut into the. Okay, here we go. I got the top open here. All right, and I can kind of get in here a little bit. This thing is huge. It goes to show you how big the box set is, though. All right, so we got, first of all, we got a business card. It is Katana Collectibles. Okay, That ain't gonna help me in any way, shape, or form. Hope I got an instruction manual. How to set up the box. This is gonna come in handy because guarantee it's gonna be a problem. Yeah. Holy crap! Yeah. So yeah, that's what this is. Look, it's a collector's case for. It says the KC. This looks like it's too small though. I don't know. I'm up in the air about this. Oh, we'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot when I can. Yeah, that's what that is. So let's not get too overly excited because it's a plastic case. But I did get a record in. As you can tell us the record, High Voltage Records. It says right here, and this came from High Voltage Records, which was purchased. It's in. Yep. Wow. Okay. Yep. Was purchased. This was purchased on eBay. So it does show you that eBay does ship their crap. You do get your stuff from eBay every once in a while. I mean, is this another one? Wow, I am like crap out of luck today with unboxing things today. Let's just say that this is an odd unboxing day. First one I get all excited, I think I got some kind of weird autograph. Actually, I did get an autograph up there. Maybe I should share the autograph with you. But I did get it. It did come in the mail yesterday, and I did open it up only because I wanted to make sure that it was what it was. Because my luck lately with eBay and stuff, I get a little I get worried. But I did get an autograph, and okay, this is a box in a box in a box. Okay, so we got a box in a box in a box, which is kind of very well protected. Good job. I got a packing slip. Tell me what the hell this thing is. Okay, I know what it is now, and yeah, it was actually well packaged. Put that over there. It's a copy of Black Sabbath's Masters of Reality. But over here, they got a sticker on here that says it was $25.99. I didn't pay $25.99 for it on eBay. I believe I paid $20 for it on eBay, which is $6 less than what their asking price was on High Voltage, whatever there. I don't know why they decided to do that. On here, we have Sweet Leaf, After Forever, Embryo, Children of the Grave, Orchid, yeah, Orchid. I can't read. Lord of this World, Solitude, and Into the Void. Sweet Leaf and Children of the Grave, I believe, on Speak of the Devil, if I remember correctly. As you know, I'm more of a. I kind of hope that this sticker comes off. Let's see if I'm gonna do this right in front of you. This is how OCD I am about my collecting. Trick, rip it fast, boom, gone. We don't need that dang sticker. That's not displayable. That's garbage. We don't need that. But look at that, boom, we're back on track again. Very Black Sabbath-ish. I mean, as opposed to it was a Never Say Die album that I'm still having problems with the two little pilots there looking like they're ready to take a flight. It's probably because they were like, Ozzy's leaving and we don't know where our career's going, so we're about ready to take a dive. No offense to you Black Sabbath fans that were fans after Ozzy left. I'm an Ozzy guy. Yeah, 180 gram, and this is also, I've been collecting the Rhino ones. What's cool about this is we actually have, I don't even have to open this thing to read the lyrics because the lyrics are right on the back. And they're big enough for me to read. That's a one bonus of getting older, going blind, and collecting records nowadays. Okay, you collect the CDs, you can't read the liner notes. You collect cassette tapes, forget that. And if you collect records, you can now sing along with your favorite hits. I sound like a old commercial for whatever. I am gonna reach up here, but hopefully not dropping anything on my head because get some autographs. I purchased I got 3 autographs here that I did purchase, and I wanted to show you who I ended up picking up as autographs. I've been watching a lot of Dane Cook performances lately, so I decided to order myself an autographed. And I always make sure that they're either PSA, JSA, or Beckett authenticated. I will not buy anything that is not authenticated off of eBay because according to my research, about 90-something% of the stuff you buy on eBay that is not authenticated by a authentication company that you can actually go on their website and check it, like a real one. Listen, if you check on the Google and you put best authentication companies, JSA, PSA, and Beckett are the top 3, okay? Hands down. You can trust them. You can go on their website. You can punch in these numbers and they show up. So yeah, this is a Dane Cook autographed, and it's autographed from a PSA. And if I go on the authentication company, it's there, and it's now belongs to me. If you don't know who Dane Cook is, stand-up comedian, did a lot of great movies for, well, actually not a lot of great movies. He did a couple of decent movies, Employee of the Month, and he did a drama one too that was kind of good, I think. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's, hopefully I'm making up for that empty box that's gonna go on my box, I think. Next one I got here is from this one came from Longhorn, whatever. This will have a all of these will have certificate of authenticities or whatever. This is a Hulk Hogan autograph, and it is Beckett authorized and signed, very nice, in a very silver Hulk Hogan. Now let's before we get with the whole controversy behind Hulk Hogan. I mean, Hulk Hogan literally passed what, the day after, or 2 days after Ozzy died, or whatever it was, not too long after Ozzy died, and me not being a, listen, I was a wrestling fan back in WrestleMania 1. When it was Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper and Junkyard Dog and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and Big John Studd and wow, I could keep going and going and going probably. Let me see, the British Bulldogs and Macho Man Randy Savage and all of those guys. Okay, Ultimate Warrior came a little bit after Hulk Hogan. He kind of took to me, I kind of think when Ultimate Warrior came, he kind of took over the Hulk Hogan limelight a little bit. But anyway, we can't, no matter what the history is behind Hulk Hogan, and listen, I know there's a lot of people like he was a despicable human being, and this, that, and the other. All this. Listen, I don't get into the politics of all of this craziness and stuff like that. I go into the nostalgia part of it. And as a kid, this guy made me say my prayers and eat my vitamins. Okay, say prayers, eat vitamins. If you guys remember, that was the Hulk Hogan motto thing. There is say your prayers and eat your vitamins. And he was the champ. Okay, he was a champ. He body slammed Andre the Giant. Okay, we, in my era when I was younger, we gathered together as family and we chipped in to pay for those pay-per-views for WrestleManias and SummerSlams and all that stuff like that. And we gathered around that TV to watch our heroes do their thing. I mean, these guys were big and huge and pumped. I went to go see a wrestling WWF, not WWE, WWF wrestling, and I got to tap Andre on the shoulder as he walked on the. I thought we had crappy seats because we were near that little archway thing there. No, these were great seats, and I was excited about the situation. And I saw Junkyard Dog there wrestling, and I saw Roddy Piper and Fabulous Moolah, and it was a great era, great time. And I bought this for nostalgic purposes. Listen, I'm not getting into no politics or what this guy did or what he might have done or what he said or what all that stuff. Listen, I've heard it, you've heard it, we've heard it. But as a kid, on Saturday morning, who wasn't sitting in front of the TV waiting for WWF Rock and Wrestling to come on, the cartoon, okay? And who could not wait to watch Friday night or a Saturday night main event or so? Oh my! To me, this man symbolizes just a nostalgic piece of my childhood. So before we get all like, hey, you bought an autographed picture of Hulk Hogan, that's not worth anything. He was one of my heroes as a kid. I mean, when you're a kid, you don't look at people for like as they're depicted on TV. That's how you look at them. You don't. I mean, I must have been 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old or whatever. I was young. You know what I mean? It's like you just looking at these. You just saw a man body slam a giant. Okay, that was just amazing. And then he did that movie, No Holds Barred, which was probably, now that I go back and watch it, it's probably like the one of the worst like produced movies, like really bad acting, and but it had Zeus, I'm Zeus, you know what I mean? And what was funny is like Tiny Zeus Lester later on did a great job in Friday, but when he played Zeus and he was the wrestling Zeus guy, it was kind of comical, a little bit funny. But yes, so the passing of Hulk Hogan, I was like, you know what? I think I need a piece of nostalgia in my collection of one of the people that I literally grew up with, and like, I mean, I got a Pee Wee Herman autograph. I mean, and we know what he did. We know that he ended up in a movie theater doing some having some fun by himself. You know what I mean? But the deal is that at that age, who cares? We didn't care. We didn't know. You know what I mean? It's like one of these things where he was Pee Wee Herman. To me, he's still a legend. You know what I mean? And as far as wrestling goes, Hulk Hogan, you got to put him up there with the wrestling legends. He is always going to be the Hulk. Hulkamania was running wild in my house, and yeah. Anyway, like I said, I don't like to get into the bad parts of it, because YouTube's a tough place. I'll tell you right now, you get some tough judgment on these places. You know, you say something about somebody, you're like, oh, like Hulk Hogan was my hero. Well, he was my hero at one point in my life. You know, when I was a kid, yeah, he might have been your hero too. But now, as we're adults and we hear stories, we look at things, we're like, oh, you know, we look at them in a different perspective. But sometimes we have to look past all of that stuff and realize that these people are just human beings like us. You know what I mean? They might be actors or wrestlers or whatever, music stars or whatever they are, but they got hearts like us, they got brains like us, they live lives like us, they make mistakes like us. Listen, things happen, okay? Things happen, and yeah, sometimes people betray themselves. Listen, I lived with a person that portrayed a certain way when he was out in public, and then portrayed a certain way when he was at home. Okay, it was like lived like with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So I know exactly what it feels like to be living with somebody that puts on a persona on the outside and then is a different way on the inside. You know what I mean? Abusive on the inside, but like looking like on a pedestal on the outside. You know, but bottom line is Hulk Hogan is a piece of nostalgia. I'm about collecting nostalgia. I'm about collecting things from my childhood that brought me joy and happiness. And I'll tell you right now, I have the WrestleMania box sets and the SummerSlam box sets, and I still love putting in WrestleMania 3, I think it was. There was one where Roddy Piper was boxing Mr. T. Love that one. And there's another one where the one with Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Absolutely love that one. I'll put them in and I'll watch them from beginning to end, like I'm watching them for the first time. And if you guys watch this channel, you don't understand that I'm a lot about nostalgia. I'm getting chills right now. I mean, if I didn't have long, I could show you goose. I got the goose pimples going on, goosebumps thinking about like seeing that for the first time, like seeing that moment. You know, when Andre came down in that like little tiny look like a little tiny wrestling rink, and they brought him down. In like people are throwing pieces of paper at him and everything. They like all hated on him and everything like that. But even Andre the Giant, man, what a beautiful person. You know what I mean? Like you think about the movie Princess Bride. What do you think of right away? I think of Andre the Giant. I don't know about you. And Inconceivable. I think about that. But Princess Bride was a great movie. And Andre the Giant, I'll tell you right now, he seemed like such a gentle giant. You know what I mean? Like he put on this act, and we believed it. You know what I mean? It was a thing. And then this last one kind of came unexpectedly. Through the midst of all of this Ozzy and Hulk Hogan and everybody passing, I'm like, other people. Now I did not run out and get a guy from the Cosby Show autograph, because I was like, I was a Cosby Show fan. I watched the Cosby Show. It was one of them regular TV shows that I watched. Theo Huxtable there, or Theodore Huxtable or whatever. Him that passed. I can't even remember how he passed. See, usually when I buy something, I'll buy it because it like really had like a nostalgic feeling, or had like something like it made like me it left an impression on either my heart or my brain. Okay, it's like forever will be embedded in as a piece of me. Like it became a part of me somewhere in my life, where like a Hulk Hogan or a Dane Cook. I've seen Dane Cook live twice, and I was introduced to his comedy right from the beginning. I went and bought the CD, but before I even knew who the hell he was, I just bought a CD because it was cheap at Newberry Comics, and I laughed. I mean, I laughed like I never laughed, because his comedy was so relatable, and it was like I was like, wow, this guy's talking about like stuff that really happens in real life. That's usually the funniest stuff. So yeah, that's the reason why I bought that stuff. But then I heard that this woman passed away. And this TV show was also a big part of my childhood. I was a plopper. I was a plopper child. Okay, plain and simple. Okay, my parents plopped me in front of the TV, and the TV was my babysitter. This was before iPads and iPods and phones and all that stuff, cell phones, and you know what I mean. It's the babysitter was the television, and my parents were great on. We had a Oriental rug, and my father or mother would plop me on that rug and be like, "You stay here, and we'll come back and get you when we feel like it." You know what I mean? And I would watch anything and everything. And this was one of the shows that I grew up on. And this one has a JSA certificate author. So I got the PSA, the Becca, and the JSA. So it's kind of cool that I actually get all three. And it is an autographed picture of the late great Lonnie Anderson, who was from WKRP in Cincinnati, which was like one of my favorite childhood TV shows, right next to Different Strokes well, let me just look over to Alice. I'm looking at, because I got them all over there. WKRP of Cincinnati, Alice, Different Strokes, Good Times, Sanford and Son, What's Happening, Happy Days is over there too, but I don't know if I'd put that in the same kind of category, because around the same time, I believe that when I was watching WKRP, it was during the Sanford and Son, Jefferson's, Different Strokes, that around that era. And who didn't love them? Some Lonnie Anderson. Okay, she was like, she was probably the reason why I was watching the show. Okay, just to see her step from behind that desk. Usually she'd just be filing her nails and give like these little quirky little things here and there, whatever. But she's Lonnie Anderson. Okay, she was like the original Baywatch hot throb or whatever. You know, I got to tell you, it's for the generation that I'm in. It's might be difficult for the younger crowd to understand. But I can't even compare it, because there's not even really any TV shows nowadays that I can compare it to. But there was just certain females that portrayed characters that she was like she was a secretary that was constantly being hit on, but she was a strong woman, you know. And I always respect actresses that portray that kind of stuff. Like she didn't portray like a ditzy blonde, you know. She portrayed a strong blonde with a good mind that actually, if you really look at WKRP of Cincinnati, she kind of ran the place in a way. You know, she was the common sense of the owner, you know, of the guy that actually was running the place. She was his like common sense. She would like tell him what was going to happen. You know what I mean? He was kind of like, oh, this is one of those things. Listen, if you watch WKRP of Cincinnati, you absolutely know what I'm talking about. And I adored Lonnie Anderson. I thought she was a great actress, and I loved her in WKRP. If I was to buy another autograph from WKRP in Cincinnati, it would definitely be Johnny Fever. I'm drawing a complete blank of his Howard Heston. It's Howard something. Okay, listen, I'm probably pronouncing his last name wrong, but he was my second favorite character in WKRP. It was him, Johnny Fever, and I love the other guy. Wow, I'm drawing a WKRP blank. I should have brought up WKRP in Cincinnati, just so I could do this little talk. I didn't expect WKRP in Cincinnati cast. Let's see here if my Google will okay. So we have Andy.
People in the cast of WKRP in Cincinnati.
Thank you.
Here are the first three. Gary Sandy.
Yeah, I'm going to shut you up, and I'm going to go to Les. Okay, so we had Les Nessman, which was the news guy. He was great. He was great. I don't think he did anything much after WKRP in Cincinnati. But then we had so Howard Hessman. Okay, now I'm pronouncing right because I see it. The guy that played Herb, he was the sales guy for the radio station. I thought he was pretty dang funny. But Venus Flytrap. Okay, that's the other guy I was trying to think of his name. And Lonnie Anderson played Jennifer. But Venus was great because he was, to me, I don't know, he was like that cool. They all had like their own stations, and Johnny Fever had like the rock station, you know what I mean? But then Johnny Fever, Venus Flytrap, he had like the disco or the easy listening soul music stuff. But it was so cool because I don't know, like I said, listen, movies, TV shows, music, and stuff like it becomes part of you, and really like this stuff right here. I mean, it becomes part of you. You know what I mean? It's a piece of you. And when people pass, you know, like the passing of Hulk Hogan or the passing of Lonnie Anderson, the passing of Ozzy Osbourne, you want a little piece of them. You want a little piece to remember them by, like, because then all you have is memories. You know what I mean? And sometimes, and I'm gonna tell you, it's sad, but as you get older, your memories do start going. They start going, but you can always bring them back. You can always bring them back with a WKRP in Cincinnati box set, or a Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne album, or a WrestleMania, you can always bring them back. And thank goodness for physical media. And I'm gonna say this right now, for you people that have been battling me, you're like, oh, I get so much hate for collecting physical media sometimes, and people are like, well, I could just stream it. Why are you taking up all this space? Why are you taking up space? Okay, well, you tell me how I can see WrestleMania 1 right now on a streaming channel. You tell me where WKRP in Cincinnati is. It might be on a Pluto. It might be on one of those channels there, but I can grab it right now and put it in anytime I want. Okay, I don't have to wait for a streaming channel. I don't have to pay for a streaming channel. I got it. I own it. It belongs to me. It's a part of my history, part of my past. It's a part of me, and I like to own a part of me. Okay, and that's what I like to do. And if you think that the streaming channels, you can depend on the streaming channels, listen, go on your Netflix. You're gonna see right on the bottom, most of the stuff that you love is gonna say leaving soon. Where the hell is it going? I don't know where it's going. Okay, I want to see Karate Kid. It's right there. Okay, I want to see WKRP in Cincinnati. It's right there. I want to see Beverly Hills 90210. It's right there. I want to watch me some Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean's over there. Seinfeld, The Office. What? Columbo. Lost in Space. Star Trek. Star Wars. I'm just doing TV shows. Okay. That 70s show. Freaks and Geeks. Buck Rogers, Wonder Woman, Pee-wee's Playhouse, Saved by the Bell, Full House, Kids in the Hall. I hate to leave it. Doogie Howser, Moonlighting, Little House on the Prairie, CSI, Taxi, Bewitched, I Dream a Genie. They're all here. They're all here at my disposal at any time. I'm telling you right now, my friends, you guys that keep bashing me about collecting physical media, and if you're watching this channel, you probably collect physical media yourself, so good for you. Keep supporting physical media, because at any time, the man can take your past away from you. They could take your memories away from you at any time. You're leaving. You are literally leaving your memories and your past and your nostalgic feel, and you're leaving it up to somebody else. That's not you. You want to own your own stuff, okay? I'll tell you right now, if the towers go down tomorrow, if the Spotify blows up, if the Netflix disappears, I still have plenty. Listen, I want to watch Buck Rogers from episode 1. I can watch it. South Park from episode 1. I can watch it. Webster, Mr. Belvedere, Mork and Mindy, Happy Days, Mama's Family. They're all here. They're all here with me, and I can watch anyone at any time. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting physical media. Keep doing it. Keep buying this stuff. Any format, okay? DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, VHS, doesn't make a difference as long as you keep a piece of that childhood with you. Just keep it with you. I'll tell you right now, I'm very thankful that this world has given me like this opportunity to collect my childhood back, and be able to relive it at any time I want. Very, very thankful. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. Please hit that subscribe button. Hit it. If you have not hit it already, hit it. It costs you absolutely nothing. I won't bother you. If you want to be bothered, hit the notifications button. It helps me with my algorithm. It helps me with this channel. If you appreciate what I do, hit the subscribe button. If you appreciate what I do, hit the like button. If you appreciate what I do, hit the bell for notifications. Please, okay? That helps me out. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost a dime, and it builds me up, and it helps me out, and it helps my family out. Okay, you're helping me and my family to grow and monetize, make a little bit of money off of this. I put a lot of time and effort into this channel. This is a 7-day-a-week, all hour a day thing. Sometimes I feel like editing stuff at 2 o'clock in the morning. I do. Sometimes I feel like sitting here for 2 hours and editing things. Sometimes I feel like recording for like hours. I will. It's become like a way of life, and I love it. It's a passion of mine. And wouldn't it be great to be able to make money off your passion? Wouldn't it be great to be able to actually make some kind of income off of something that you wake up and you love doing every day? It's always been my goal in life. Should be your goal in life too. A famous comedian said it, and I'll say it. It's one of my favorite sayings. If you wouldn't wake up every day and do it for absolutely nothing, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. To me, I've done this channel. I did this channel for absolutely nothing for 3 years because I absolutely love doing it. And I just think that in the long run, it should start to pay off a little bit. I should start to make something. You know what I mean? And it's coming. It's my day will come. It's got to be. It's got to be coming. I'm wishing. I'm praying. I'm thinking. I'm positive vibing it. Whatever the thing is, I'm trying to make it happen. I'm manifesting it. Right now. I'm manifesting you hitting that subscribe button and then saying, with that, I will see you later.
You should have saved me some.